What's up, guys? You are now partying with Fight Party KO. Come on in, let's party.
If you love boxing like we love boxing, you gotta come party with us at Fight Party KO, baby. Boy, look, man, we got an excellent show, but I ain't gonna even lie, man. We're a little delayed because I had to go ship a package. You know
Hold
what I'm
on,
saying?
what we talking? Amazon, UPS?
Let me see. We still in football season. I had to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I think it was like I had some Ethiopian food last night. I don't know if that was a switch up, but I had some new tortillas too. There was not just sea salt, but they were like seasoned, with the little red, orangey type of seasoning dust. Maybe that did it because it's like crack sprinkled on it. You know what I mean? So it's like you eat one, it's like and then it's like you're on that constant search for more flavoring, like Doritos almost, but it wasn't Doritos. So you're just looking for that extra flavor, and I had more than I think I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And
man.
so
it happens to the best of us, but you made it.
I made it.
You made it. That's our guy, Almighty Athletics, one and only, trainer, fitness guru, boxing aficionado in the flesh. Yes, sir.
Right.
And as always, your boy, the most advanced casual, juice god, engineer, producer, boxing lover in general.
Advanced casual. Love that. Love it.
We got a great show planned for y'all today, man. A lot of topics. So I can't even get too in depth on what we're gonna talk about with each one, but man, Teofimo and Shakur got their promotion kicked off, so we're gonna talk about
wait, real quick. Juice God is a god of these images. I don't know if y'all see these images he's putting together. Goodness gracious of life, man. We just got to give him a round of applause for these images. And you're going to see throughout the rest of the show, these images are just top-notch images, man. And so salute to you, Juice God, on that. Yes, sir. Okay, my bad. As you were.
I think my sound's coming out of somewhere else. Yeah, we got a great show planned. Jake Paul and AJ, we're gonna get into that fight is coming up this Friday. KEYSHAWN Davis said he got a whole new team, so we're definitely gonna break that down. Let's get some more images going. Yeah, KEYSHAWN said he got a whole new team. So is he working with BOMAC anymore? We're gonna talk about that. This fight is actually happening, guys. Jake Paul and AJ. They got a loaded undercard too. Alicia Baumgartner in her second fight with Derek James. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about that. And Diego Pacheco last night was a little underwhelming to a lot of people. So
how about that?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely discuss the state of the 168-pound division. But most importantly, I think I want to get going with this. Shakur and Teo had their press conference this week to get the promotion started for their fight. And as they were discussing, I'll play the clip, but Shakur basically said that Lomachenko wasn't an elite fighter.
The hell?
What's up, 3
Base? Such thing?
I don't know if we gave you some love yet.
What's happening, 3 Base? Salute. Yeah.
Yes, sir. But let me play the clip. I don't know if y'all saw it, but
play it.
Shakur.
Player.
There's some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier. He said, Teo never lost to Southpaw. Well, I never lost to Orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
I don't think y'all did either. I ain't see.
Not on my son.
I ain't see Lomachenko throw no punches.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
Because we froze him.
Okay, you gonna see.
Man, Shakur
Almighty,
seemed
what
like
you think?
he just be talking sometimes, just be talking. Like a lot of that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, huh? Like Loma been elite for a good little minute and was known for being the most elite out of all y'all for a second. An extremely advanced amateur career from Loma. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the main people saying, well, he ain't really fought that much as a pro. True, but when he did fight as a pro, the elite skill showed up. He was fighting way above his normal weight class.
Right.
Loma fought a tall, strong, big Devin Haney. The height difference was amazing when they squared up for the face-off.
Right.
And
Especially seeing how Devin's at 147 now. That's a big guy.
exactly, Devin is now at 140 and a big 147 at that.
And
So
dropping dudes at 147.
exactly, and so for Loma to even have a close fight, well, some people didn't say Loma won that fight against Devin Haney. I mean, it just shows a certain kind of elite skill. He didn't play around at 126 or 130. He went up to 135, and Loma is a little guy, little itty bitty baby, little witty bitty baby with a bunch of skills.
Yeah, he's
Footwork.
not big. He's not a big
Showing
guy.
a lot of the ways he would train. He grew up in dancing school to make sure his feet were good and coordinated. All the different unorthodox ways of training he did were just special. And then it showed up in the ring. They called him Noma Linko for a reason. Nomas Linko for a
Nomaschenko.
reason. Yeah, Nomaschenko for a reason.
Hey,
Because
he
he was
had
making people
them
quit.
boys in the corner saying no ma.
Making them quit. Nicholas Walters was on the way up, and he was supposed to beat Lomachenko. He
Right.
ended up quitting on the stool. And he had several folks just quit on the stool. Like, you know what? Nah, I ain't trying to go back out there and deal with this. 'Cause I ain't got no answers for it. They called him the Matrix because of this. Because he's zipping around,
If you're
spinning you around.
if you're fighting and you got the Matrix as a nickname, you're cold.
You're cold-blooded.
You can't just give up that nickname.
Cold-blooded. Yeah,
That
you
has
can't
to be
just give that
dawned
name.
upon you. Like, this is
Exactly.
Neo.
Exactly. And so now they call him T.O. Neo. Because he was the one who was able to get through the Matrix. But
Yep.
nah, Lomachenko was definitely an elite fighter. Pound for pound fighter for a lot of his career. Ring Magazine champion. Um, yeah, he's an elite. Can I say he was top at all times? No, but can I say elite? Yeah, definitely. Definitely I can say elite.
We don't even know. He could have kept fighting
Could have kept fighting.
if he wanted to. I understand that. Hey, if he doesn't see a pathway to become undisputed, and that's his ultimate goal that was motivating him, and you want to spend time with family and stuff, I get why you retired, but he was skilled enough to keep fighting, and he could rumble with the any of the 135-pound champions today.
Exactly.
I'm not sure how well Shakur understands how scales work, because if you say Loma is an elite, man, you're really making the top of the top just like 2 or 3 fighters pretty much. I mean, unless you're just discrediting your whole resume, because I think Loma could beat anybody that Shakur has beat,
Hands down.
you know. And
Hands down.
I remember Shakur wanted to fight Loma because of how much credibility that would get him at 135 pounds. I just don't see it. I don't see how Loma's not elite. And then if you're saying Loma's not elite, then where are you, Shakur? Because if you're saying you're the GOAT, then where is Tio? Like, it's tough. It's tough. Because then you're what is Tank? You know, I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would say he's not elite. And then so Shakur, I would then ask also, how good are the fighters you've been fighting?
Correct.
One of his biggest wins was over Josh Padley. You know, that was, from what we understand, you know, Papa Schofield may tell it different.
Has Josh Padley gone full-time boxing yet?
Yeah, he been doing good. He been winning.
But he's full-time
won
now,
like
so
3 fights.
he's not an electrician no more.
No, he's full-time. He
Because
went
he was still
full-time
an electrician when he fought Shakur. Yep. Shakur. When you fought him, he was still hooking up folks' ring doorbells. When you fought him, he was
said
still.
he had to go clock in.
Yeah, he had to go clock in. He had to go clock out right quick, come back. He had to go train, come back in, clock back in again. He had to go. He had to come over here and fix my security alarm. Then I had him tinker with the HVAC a little bit too, cause I want to make sure I had a good warm winter and all of that. So yeah, he just finished doing that not too long ago.
Change the padlock.
Right. So he just finished doing that a few days ago. So I guess now he's full time.
Yeah.
Good job,
Hey,
Shakur. Shakur, we love you, man. I ain't gonna lie, we love you and your new teeth. But
definitely a fan, Shakur.
Yeah, we definitely a fan of you, Shakur. Don't think we're not. Just talking trash.
I was so used to identifying Shakur by his gap. The straight tee. Hey,
me too.
Do whatever makes you happy. Do what you want. It's your body. But I felt like he had a signature look.
But now he's slurring and slobbing every now and then. You know what I'm saying? You got to wipe his mouth because he got two big teeth in his yeah,
and
man,
he got to get a whole new set of mouth guards and stuff like that.
All that. And then if it fall out, hope he don't look like Errol Spence thinking his teeth fell out.
Yeah, looking around. Nah, Shakur ain't getting hit. Shakur ain't losing focus. But I just think it's a bad look. I think that sometimes Shakur talks in circles and then he gets trapped and contradicts himself sometimes, because why would you be trying so hard to fight somebody who wasn't elite? And that just discredits your whole. Then how good is Teal if Loma's not elite? You know, that discredits your. How can you move up on the pound for pound if Teal wasn't beating elite fighters like that? He ain't fought nobody elite. And then when you start talking about undisputed champions aren't elite, I know Kambosos is like not the best undisputed champion, but Teal went up and beat Josh Taylor, you know. And really, Teal hasn't really had a easy track record when it comes to fights. He moved up, fought Pedro Campa, knocked him out. He fought Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz was moving all around the ring. Sandor Martin, you know. I could see Shakur having tough fights. Like, imagine Shakur versus Sandor Martin. That's not an easy fight.
Not an easy fight.
You know. Yeah, Teal got some serious hitters on his resume. Even like Steve Claggett, people didn't like that fight, and Teal seemed to get hit a lot. But I think Teal was trying to get ready for Pitbull, thinking he was going to fight Pitbull at 140. So he was like, let me go ahead and get some, try some stuff out, implement some new strategies, see how I can deal with a pressure fighter coming at me all night. Pause.
Bless your heart.
But I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like that comment from Shakur. I just wish we could stay in reality, because Shakur also then said, like, the Lomachenko you fought that night, I know I would beat him, or I would definitely beat him. And I just don't like that, because how can you just say, no, that doesn't, you saying that doesn't make that a fact
at all. And it discredits what Tio did to make Loma so gun shy like that. He was using a strong power jab with educated feet, keeping a certain range to make sure that Loma couldn't get inside that range. And Loma had to figure that out. It took at least 4, 5, 6 rounds for Loma to even figure out that range. And so keeping a good, quick, stiff jab, wham! Enough power behind it to make sure you understand you're not going to keep just walking in lily-gaggy, Mr. Matrix guy. I'm going to keep this jab in your face. It's going to be fast enough to where it's going to be hard to time it as well. And I'm an athlete, so I can throw it off timing when I want to. Some of those jabs are off time. Sometimes you double that jab up. Sometimes you throw it off of a feint. Sometimes he would just throw it just to give him some class work, to keep Lomachenko busy with class work so he can't do nothing else. So it discredits that fact to just say, oh, I would have beat that Loma on that night. But no, you might not have been able to do that. Your power jab might not be like Tio's.
It ain't like Tio's.
You see what I mean? So you might not be able to keep him off like that.
I love the points you just made. I got another one. Here's proof why we can't just say Shakur would beat that Lomachenko. He might be able to, but we can't just say that. And here's why. Teofimo beat Lomachenko. Teofimo lost to Kambosos. Loma knocked out Kambosos. It's a triangle.
Preach, sir.
So you can't just say this person beats that person, so that person, no. We got to see it in the ring on that night.
Yep, got to see
Kambosos, he's like a one-hit wonder, but that was his night. He did great. he took advantage of Tio's mental lapses.
He sure did do great.
He got it done that night. So, you know, I would bet the house on Shakur beating Kambosos, but Kambosos could beat Shakur if they actually fought, you know? So,
yep.
Until we see it in the ring, we just don't know.
I think Shakur is a boxing nerd and junkie, and that's pretty much so. All he knows is like
that's
X's
all he
and knows, the skill sets of boxing, but he's not a real trash talker. I think he's just more emotional, and he get in his feelings and got to say something back real quick, but it's not necessarily the most clever thing to say. Sometimes it comes off extra ratchet. I'm glad he's trying to work on not saying nigga as much. He said something like that during the Cigar Talk interview. He was describing one of his young pups he got coming up. And he was, but so I'm glad about that. But yeah, you got to start being a little bit more clever with your trash talk, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe start thinking of some stuff the night before. Or if you know Tio is going to say something stupid, you got to have some better responses. You got to have some better responses.
This is related to what you're saying. When Tio Sr. was talking about what they were going to do to him, and Shakur was saying, I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. It's on the tip of my tongue. He was like, "Oh, you better not throw the towel in." Like, Shakur, when has anybody thrown the towel in? Like, remember, even when he won by knockout against Yoshino, Yoshino tried to keep fighting. Even in the post-fight interview, he was like, I didn't feel his power. He had speed, though, but not power. So, no. Why are you saying, where is that coming from? Who's throwing the towel? Even Padley decided to go full time after you knocked him out. So it's not like I feel like Shakur has an identity crisis sometimes.
Agree.
Like he's around Bud, you know, he wants to be recognized as one of the best fighters of all time, Hall of Fame. He I know deep down he wants to be undisputed and just go down as one of the greats. And I think that on his quest to do that, sometimes he can lose sight of who he is. He even admitted it in his last fight against Zepeda, like, oh, I just was trying to prove a point, you know.
Not gonna do that.
Why
again.
are you trying to prove a point now?
Right.
Why are you trying to prove a point now? That isn't how you used to feel when you were fighting Nakatila and you were moving all around the ring like, hey, I ain't about to get caught again. You know?
Yep.
like I do want to have a breakdown about who has the mental edge so far. So we'll get into that. But I just worry about Shakur having an identity crisis sometimes. Like, please don't do that on fight night and try to be Tank and then you get knocked down early like Brian Norman did, or you know.
Now I will give Shakur this credit. Even with him trying to do different things, I feel like once he gets in the ring, that's his comfort zone. I think once he enters that ring and steps down on it, I think he feels like, okay, now this is my land. I own all this territory. I'm gonna make sure everything goes how I need it to go. Whether he's going to be doing a lot of bicycling and running around, or if he's going to try to stand in the pocket and make a point, he feels confident enough to do what he wants to do or what he has to do to make sure he gets a victory. It's like, oh, if I get in this ring, all right, I'm going to get a victory. I think he has that kind of confidence. As soon as I step in this ring, I don't care who's across, I'm going to get the victory no matter what I got to do. I know how to swim in here. I know how to run in here. I know how to ride bikes in here. I know how to climb mountains in here. So there's nothing you can do. But the trash talk outside of the ring is where we really need to brush up on our skill set, sir. Okay? Maybe you need to spend a few days a while and out, you know what I'm saying? Let them show you how to throw some jokes out there and some puns at your opponents and stuff like that. But something got to happen, man.
Hey, Tio was getting them.
Right, because Shakur, your star level is starting to grow. You're starting to grow out of that little shell that you were stuck in for a while. And so now I need you to be more clever with your words. Right, you got more eyeballs on you. Now you're becoming one of, especially since Gervonta isn't doing anything anymore, you're now becoming one of the spotlights in boxing. So get more clever with your mouth, bruh.
Yeah, and I think that that's where they get stuck sometimes, like trying to be like Tank, even if they're not consciously thinking about it. Like I can see Shakur Like Shakur talking about getting a knockout. When has that ever been Shakur's strategy? You know, not even
Correct.
Bud talks about trying to go knock people out.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, hey, if it happens, you know, they'll get dealt with. But like even just with his last fight, like who are you trying to please? Like, why is that mattering so much now? Why are you worried about being entertaining now?
He's emotional. Every little comment on social media gets under his skin. Every little comment. And so it's like he feeds off of that emotion and plays off of it. It just so happens to where
up again.
He's a fish when he gets in the ocean of the boxing ring. He can swim any kind of right, exactly. That is like T.O. I think understood that and was like, I'm just gonna say the most outlandish stuff just to get you off your square.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay calm, relax. He probably came up with some stuff in his head the night before. I'm gonna hit him with some of these alternative lifestyle remarks and get him uncomfortable and all that kind of stuff. And all Shakur could do be like, bro, pause. Oh.
He said, you think I'm slow? Mentally.
And then what played into that, Shakur was like, but no, we talking about in the ring.
Mentally. Hey, T.O. got the edge, bro. T.O. got the edge mentally right now.
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
worried. I'm worried because of two things. One, T.O. seems balanced, and we've seen T.O. come in rattled, upset, maybe not vibing with his dad like that, or being too chaotic, like the Joker trying to take credit for sending the bananas to KEYSHAWN's room, or which monkey want the banana, trying to call out Crawford and who was the other black guy? Devin?
Yeah, well, Devin. No, KEYSHAWN Crawford. And he did do something with Devin.
He was trying to fight at Boots too, but he was just trying to call, Top Rank only supporting the black fighters. Y'all can keep them, or just like T.O. is at peace. He's not having no family drama that we know of, no financial drama. I think he got paid what he wanted to for this fight, so he's just calm, man. And we've seen T.O. reading on stage, talking to KEYSHAWN, like Art of War type stuff, and he just seems like Zen master. Oh yeah, we're warriors on fight night. We're gonna leave it in the ring, but I'm ready. I'm focused, and he ain't been posting.
Right.
He ain't beefing, and he's just balanced. He's balanced. He's answering all questions. He's letting his dad do the rah-rah, which is hilarious. I love what his dad's been saying. And phase two of this, Shakur seems unfocused, and not like Shakur ain't training or like he's not gonna show up on fight night focus. I'm talking about, why are you going back and forth with those Shockey Foster when you got a fight in a month?
Right.
How is this even on? Hey, I'm not entertaining nothing about fights until I get done with T.O. You're
Even
going
Ricardo.
you're trying to sick Ray Ford on Shockey, and you're saying you're willing to vacate your 135-pound belt, to not fight him, and he has to fight Ray Ford first. What does this even matter? You got T.O. This is basically, in my eyes, like fighting Tank as far as skill. Like, it's comparable power. Like, this is one of those guys. This is one of those tough fights. It's a 50-50 fight, and either guy can win. And so seeing how Shakur's thinking about his next fights, like he's talking about fighting Conor Ben with a weight clause. I'm like, I thought you didn't do weight clauses. And then Conor Ben, so now you're going to 147. Like, this doesn't seem like the Shakur I know that be locked in on his opponent. Like, it's T.O. It's not Artem Harutyunyan.
Right.
It's not it's not Yoshino.
None of
this
that.
is a different, like, you could get knocked out.
And he's
You could get
acknowledged
knocked
that.
out.
He said all in amateurs, it was me and T.O. winning all the competitions. T.O. was like, hey, I think Shakur was better as an amateur. In a recent interview, they asked Shakur about that. He was like, I understand what he meant. He's like, because as an amateur, bro, he was like, I was just doing the most.
On Mr. Versace podcast?
No. Was that Cigar Talk? I think
Maybe.
that was Cigar Talk I was watching. Yeah. He
Yeah.
was sitting on the couch, I believe. Yeah, I think that was Cigar Talk. But he even said that, like, I understood what he meant by that and this, that, and other. So it's almost like T.O.'s already up under the skin. And then T.O.'s dad is a trip with it because he'll start off joking and then he'll piss himself off with the jokes. And then he'll get upset and then start saying something completely different tone. It was comedic at first, and then all of a sudden now he upset with Shakur. And
Your own
said
daughter said
everything
you about
himself.
to get knocked out, bro.
That's exactly how he sounds.
Shakur.
Shakur, you ain't nothing. You ain't seen Gordo. Gordo gets to fighting. But yeah, so
He said, just don't cry. I hope you don't cry.
So I really do. I'm still picking Shakur to win, primarily because he's out of the Bud camp. Salute you, Bud. Everything out of the Bud camp should win.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a great fight, man. I won't be surprised if,
Chess
if T.O. hurts Shakur. I won't be surprised at all.
I think the only outcome that would surprise me is if Shakur just stopped T.O. like early.
That's the only surprise, if Shakur stops T.O. That's the surprise there. And if Shakur stops T.O., then, hey, we got another Bud Crawford on our hands as far as from the marketability
it's all about how they
of it
fight
and all of that.
I think T.O. I don't see T.O. playing it safe. I see T.O. trying to get rid of Shakur. Like, why dance around with Shakur?
Why
test him? Because we ain't really seen nobody land flush on Shakur, and not with T.O.'s explosiveness and power.
Correct.
Closest was Edwin, but Shakur was able to neutralize Edwin. Because even though Shakur was on the move, Edwin was thinking. He was sitting there thinking, hands in his pockets most of the night. So
right. And both of them are good with educated boxing. Not that bull that Pitbull was doing last week. Like real boxing. Matter of fact, Shakur even mentioned that too, because they asked him who you thought won between Roach and Pitbull. He said Roach. He was like, yeah, Pitbull was just running backwards, trying to act like he was boxing. He said that wasn't no box. So, I mean, so it's they both have educated feet. They both have educated boxing capabilities. Not just stand in the ring and slug, or not just run without being effective. They both can box effectively and use their brain to do it. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man. This is one of the most anticipated fights for me. This is up there with like a Boots versus Virgil Ortiz for me.
Yeah.
This is up there with well, like I said, I can't even say Canelo Benavidez no more. But when that hype was going on, it's kind of like I really want to see this. I'm not really concerned with Gervonta Tank Davis too much right now, since he said he's not going to fight them. So
he was saying he was going to fight Pitbull once his knee gets better.
Why not fight Roach?
That's a fight that nobody asked for. Like
at all.
We didn't want to see you versus Pitbull again. But who knows? I gotta see what's even happening before I can comment on Tank, because I take people serious. You talking about you retired and until you get back right, I ain't really checking for you.
But if Shakur beats T.O., it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Tank. But that's if he cares about that competitive nature and things of that nature.
He may want to fight him after that though.
Right, because a lot of people are going to instantly put Shakur over Tank if he beats T.O.
He gonna get tired of that. He not gonna want to. He gonna be like, oh no. Especially if he's not respecting his power like that.
Right.
Because Tank could go get somebody. We seen how he did that with Frank, because Frank was moving.
Right.
But yeah. Tank's. I assume he's on that level of elite fighter as well. You know what I mean?
You have to just assume though.
Yeah. I got a feeling the blanks. Even though Tank's resume has been looking good, it's been aging well.
It's aging a lot better.
Yeah. But yeah, I think T.O. definitely has the mental edge over Shakur right now. We'll see how they look going into the fight, you know, after the weight cut and the fight week press conferences, and we'll see if their energy changes at all. But just seems like Shakur's a little all over the place right now compared to how he usually is.
I agree, especially for a fight of this magnitude.
Yeah.
He's worried
Because
about
he's usually super locked
Mercado
in.
yesterday as well. Mercado talking trash back. Yeah, he just all over the place right now, and I need him to sit down, focus. He may be a little too confident in his abilities in the ring. But maybe he knows exactly what's going on, man. And hey, shout out to you, Shakur. You have been winning all your fights.
Yeah,
You can't
and he
stand
does
to lose.
he does look good on fight night. Like when he's in the
He looks
ring.
great on fight night. Yeah.
So we'll see, man. I'm excited about it. We'll definitely keep covering that fight as it gets closer to the date. So
Who are you picking?
I definitely picked Shakur. Tio is starting to worry me though, and I ain't Simone Biles, but I may flip my pick.
Love it.
Just seeing Tio, and I want to say something, because we got more time to talk about that fight. But
Right.
Tio's explosiveness, quickness, boxing IQ. I think it's just I haven't seen Shakur have to handle that yet.
Right.
In the pros. So
Right.
I think he could give Shakur a lot of problems. I'm interested to see this fight. I'm very interested. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be damn good.
Yeah, and Shakur's boy Keyshawn, he was in the audience at the press conference as well. And in an interview, he revealed that he has a whole new team ever since his fiasco with his last fight with Edwin De Los Santos, where he didn't make weight, and then got into a fight backstage with Nahir Albright running his locker room. He appears to have cut ties from BOMAC, to the well-established trainer who's been training Crawford. And a lot of fans are concerned because it doesn't seem like this is the best look, not only for Keyshawn's career in the ring, but just like, hey, Keyshawn, are you being uncooperative or not apologizing? Almighty, what you think about the situation? Do you think that Keyshawn still has a shot to be one of the top guys at 140? And who do you want to see him fight when he comes back?
All right. I don't really mind him changing camps and things of that nature. I can understand to where I can see if BOMAC's camp is predominantly a Bud camp, kind of like how Derrick James' camp was predominantly an Errol Spence camp, and then everyone else just kind of get in where you fit in. Also, BOMAC spent a lot of time with Chris Eubanks in his last fight, losing effort. So it seems like Terrence Crawford is the one that has the magic pixie dust to just win all the time over there, and Shakur. But other than that, maybe he was like, all right, well, you know what? Yeah, I need my own space. I'm not getting the same attention over here, and so I want to switch it up. Maybe it's also an image thing. Maybe it's like, hey, I got to change my image up a little bit, so I just got to change things up, period. So that could have been something that played into it. I never have a problem with you increasing your intelligence on the sport from different viewpoints on it. So if you want to get someone else's opinion on it, hey, I have no problem with that. I think Keyshawn is an amazing talent in the ring, to be honest with you. I think he's right up there, maybe a smidgen below like a Shakur with the boxing IQ, and smidgen below T.O. or something like that. But he's right there, man. All he has to do is just prove it against those people. And did he mess himself up? Yeah, he did mess himself up and threw himself back with that whole fiasco that happened. But still a lot of people want to fight him. Richardson and Hitchens was in his face. Like, hey, I'll fight you in Norfolk for your comeback in early 2026. And so Keyshawn seemed to be pretty amped about it. He said, y'all want me to come back? Y'all want to see me come back? All right, we're going to fight him. And he said he'll fight me in Norfolk. So he got extra excited about it. I think he still has a lot of that excitement for boxing. I think he's starting to miss it a little bit now since he's been away. And,
for sure.
And
he got a family, man. You got a kid, you got a girl. You can't be missing checks.
Right. And they were splitting a lot of those checks 3 ways with him and his brothers. Now, I'm pretty sure Keyshawn got a bigger slice of it, but you still had to split it because you were advertising DB3 and you had everyone in your family out there. And so the money is going to some of your brothers. So that's three of y'all. So it's split three ways there. And then you had your sisters come out and sing. Maybe they getting some money. Your mom is
Oh, come
managing.
on,
Maybe she getting
everybody.
some
Yeah,
money. So it's
everybody.
like, yeah, you need to keep the ball rolling to keep feeding everybody.
Comping
And
tickets.
exactly. And I think you get accustomed to a certain lifestyle as well. You get accustomed to eating a certain type of way, and your dinners are now averaging $200 per dinner, but that's
And you paying.
and you paying, and now that's eating away every time. You're accustomed to your kids saying, "Ooh, I want to go to the uh, the football game."
Anywhere with the kid.
Whatever exactly, you want to
But
go sit in the good seats.
Disneyland or
Right.
Falcons game or
The good
it don't
seats
matter.
are $2,000, $3,000, and you're accustomed to doing it every time. But that money is eaten away. When you were
Yeah.
doing that, you were under the impression that you were just entering the prime of your career and you're about to make a bunch more money. Then all of a sudden, it just got cut off just like that. So yeah, he got some thinking to do, and he's trying to get himself back in the picture.
So a lot of people are questioning Keyshawn's focus at this point. So we've seen that he blew weight by several pounds when he was trying to fight Edwin De Los Santos. Fight got canceled.
Hmm.
Then he had the mischief and mayhem backstage, running in Albright's locker room, kind of like on some sore loser is trying to
Hmm.
avenge his brother's loss or something he wasn't supposed to be doing, because he even left his son in the stroller to go brawl,
To go
which
fight,
is like
man.
you went from getting paid to risking your family. Like, now we don't know if BOMAC fired him, because
Ooh,
BOMAC
Bomac
he
got
came out.
morals.
They asked him about him, and he just said to protect his career, no comment.
Mm.
And it just seems like Crawford, BOMAC, they're very no nonsense. They're 100% serious.
Hmm.
They're like, we never seen Crawford not look good.
Right.
Like, they don't miss over there. They don't
Hmm.
miss. Chris Eubank, he lost to Conor Ben. Chris Eubank about died after the fight. You know what I mean? I'm not making a joke. I'm talking
But
about he has serious
seriously,
health. He's in the
yeah.
hospital. Like that's why he didn't look that good. You can see it from the
Right.
beginning. And so are we going to see a decline in Keyshawn's skills, his preparation, his focus now that he's not with BOMAC? We know that they got the Harry Potter witchcraft and wizardry over there in the
Hmm.
BOMAC camp. There's something special. They always have great game plans. They're always ready conditioning wise. We've seen Keyshawn's conditioning when he fought Miguel Medueno, and like he's ready to go. He always looks sharp and ready to go. So should we be concerned for Keyshawn's future? Is he not as locked in as he should be? Did he even come out and apologize like how he was supposed to for making Top Rank look? Think about how much of a snowball effect that had for Top Rank. They're trying to secure a final TV deal, possibly somewhere, anywhere, and they lose money on an event you're headlining when you're healthy, and you just I didn't want to make the weight. I was hoping I was going to come in super swole and just beat up on this little guy, and they weren't having it. And then you came out and you're just like, oh, that's stupid. Like, no, we lost money because of you.
Right.
So I have a lot of questions about this whole situation. I don't know if you want to piggyback on that.
I think Keyshawn is too intelligent for his emotions. He's a very emotional guy too, and I think that's part of the deconstruction that night. It was just emotions. Oh, so his
Yeah.
brother got beat. He got emotional and ah.
And
But when
he's
he's
used to
not
fighting
all
he's used
extra
to being
mixed,
able to fight.
exactly. But when he's not all mixed up in his emotions, he's a very smart and articulate guy.
The businessman.
The businessman, very smart and articulate. He can go from sounding like he's straight out of the streets to sounding like he's the businessman. And I like that about him. I just need you to stay out of your emotions. But part of that is being
Yeah.
young as well, being young, and all of a sudden you get a boatload of money, things of that nature. You're influenced by a lot of the riffraff that is known from boxing, especially since Mike Tyson. I eat your kids, I eat your wife, I do this. I gotta act like I'm having fights in the street and things of that nature. And then you got your Tank
Right.
Davises and so it's like a lot of that seems like it was in his head because he was just young. And so this is what you're supposed to do, I guess, when you're a boxer. Nah, No, be a professional athlete instead of trying to mimic some, let's say, characters of the sport from a while back. Be your own. You got a great personality, Keyshawn. Just be a great personality. How about that?
I really like what he said when he was getting interviewed talking about this, and he said, "Hey, I don't care as much for boxing as I do fighting. I like fighting. You know, boxing is just his medium to do that." And I think that, you know, even though sometimes we can see him getting too emotional and it leads him down the wrong path, I think that's also what makes him a great fighter, because he just loves the action. He loves to beat somebody up and clown and do a dance in the corner while you getting your 8 count, you know. So I definitely like Keyshawn's potential. I like the fight with Richardson Hitchens. I don't think it's happening based on what Tim Bradley said. He was saying Keyshawn wanted 2 million, Richardson Hitchens wanted 2.5. That fight ain't happening, according to Tim Bradley. So I don't really know about the finances. I don't necessarily care about that as much. I just want to see fights. So hey, if y'all can make it happen.
I like Tim Bradley more now that he's not linked with a certain promotional entity and things of that nature.
It's hard. It's hard when you have somebody who's kind of looking over your shoulder and coercing your opinions, shaping your opinions. Tim Bradley got a lot to say, and he got a lot of knowledge to drop.
And he got a lot of plugs. He got a lot of plugs in the industry to where, oh, okay, that happened. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not with ESPN now, so I'm just going to talk off the rip.
He's not with ESPN, but he don't be picking against the top-ranked guys, because he picked Brian Norman to win, and he picked Abdullah Mason to win. And whenever the top-ranked guys be fighting, he tends to predict that they're going to win. I've been noticing that.
I hear you. On those 2 fights, I understand why he picked those guys, though, even without it being top-ranked. For those 2 fights, I can see that. You didn't know where Devin Haney's mindset was, and Norman was coming in strong off of knocking somebody's memory out their head for the last 6 weeks.
And the real reason I'm doing all this is because I feel like Tim Bradley's boxing IQ is so high, he always knows who's gonna win for real.
Tim Bradley got a very high boxing IQ, man.
Because he picked Foster over Fulton too, didn't he?
Yep.
Top rank.
And if you knew Timothy Bradley as a boxer, a professional boxer, he was very smart in the ring. He didn't have a bunch of pop, but he put you in a dog fight real quick, fast, and in a hurry, and he wasn't scared. If it was somebody who was a boogeyman, like Provodnikov, that fight, oh my gosh. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to stand there toe-to-toe since y'all think this, that, and other. Stood in there.
That killed that. That killed that.
Killed that.
Rumbling. It was like Shakur Zepeda.
No, he said it felt like it took a few years off his life, but
yeah. He like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Certain people you got, like, even if they got on your nerves when they was with ESPN, when you saw them fight, they were fighters. Yeah. Him, Oscar De La Hoya. If y'all don't know, if y'all didn't see them fighting back then, they were fighters. So give them their credit. Go watch their footage from when they were fighting, and then you can have some more opinions on them. But he does.
I gotta watch his,
pick the right person almost every
footage
time.
with Bud too.
I saw a little bit of it. I saw a little bit of it.
I was like,
then I had to get back to, get my notes ready for the show.
Yeah, Bud, especially knowing what we know now, Bud just special, man.
Yeah, he's special, man. Yeah. He's so special. Shout out to you, Bud. Salute to you.
Shout out to you.
And I love the fact that you're on your world tour now, and you're showing your watch collection. He dressed up. He got on his cream ivory suits with his loafers on and all that. Shout out to you, Bud. You deserve all that, man. Shout out to you. And forgive me, Bud, for feeling like some of these other fights were going to be a lot closer. All right? Yeah, did I pick Errol? I did, Bud. I apologize to you, okay? Did I think Canelo was going to give you a much harder time? Yeah, I did. And I had no reason.
I didn't even say nothing about it. I didn't even say nothing about it, but I ended up putting like 300 on Canelo to win.
Damn.
I was like, last minute, I was like, he ain't gonna jump up this weight class and get all that done. Ain't no way. I'm just stupid. I'll just be an idiot then.
I hear you. We talked about it. I couldn't calculate how he could win. I figured, okay, something miraculous because it's Terrence Crawford, but I couldn't put together how it was going to happen. So, yeah, shout out to you, Terrence. You deserve all the glory that you're getting and how you poo-pooed on the WBC with that belt. I feel you on that, man. I do feel you. Nobody trying to pay $1 million just to be undisputed every fight. I feel you on that, man. So, shout out to you, bud.
Shout out to you. Man, last night, though, Diego Pacheco was a little underwhelming against, what's his name? It's Cejudo.
It's Sajo. I hadn't heard of the guy, to be honest with you, before.
My bad. I'm usually on it with names. Sorry, y'all. But Diego Pacheco against great value Christian and Billy. Sajo. He was reminding me of a great value Christian and Billy.
He was an Aldi.
Oh,
Christian
man.
and Billy.
A lot of people thought Pacheco was going to stop him. Both guys had a lot of knockouts, but it ended up being a competitive fight. And Pacheco kind of got exposed. His weaknesses got exposed. When he wasn't able to fight in that mid to long range, Sujo was able to give him a lot of problems on the inside. And yeah, not the best showing. It was in California. And so Pacheco had a lot of family, friends in the crowd. And he was even disappointed after the performance. So, Almighty, what did you think about the fight last night? What do you want to see from Pacheco in the future? Do you think that him not being with Team Benavidez anymore is affecting his style in the ring? What you thinking?
I think he has officially positioned himself as the Barrios of super middleweight.
Whoa!
I think he is now the low-hanging fruit with the belt. And everyone feels like if they want their up-and-coming fighter to be a champion, try to fight Pacheco. All of a sudden, Hamza Shiraz is going to be fighting Pacheco. I'm pretty sure. Now, he said he was calling out Jaime Munguia, but you know Turkey is trying to set up Hamza Shiraz against Pacheco.
Oh, what Turkey say, go.
Exactly. And he represents the ring belts and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like he's going to put his fighters in line. Shiraz actually beat Pacheco, was the champion. So now he's the champion, and this another. But I would love to see Jaime Munguia against Pacheco, because Pacheco seems like he doesn't have as much pop as he led on to have as first. It seems like he has lapses in different areas of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
All he could do was hug when Buddy just kept coming forward, instead of resorting to a few more body blows and uppercuts and maybe footwork, hitting some different angles. The guy was a lot smaller than you. You can get your reach out there, get that on that lead hand down, rotate to the outside of his lead hand and get some work done. It seems like he just let the guy just come straight into him every time, and then right when, can you say his name again? I'm horrible with the names.
Sajo.
Right when Sajo would get right at the range that he needed, he would just throw out a lightning haymaker and would nail Pacheco almost every time. And it seemed like Pacheco had a problem with that no man's land distance. It's like
he does not like being on the inside.
Range.
He does not like fighting on the inside. And I didn't realize how bad it was, because he's been able to be in control. Like when he was fighting Trevor McCumbee and Steven Nelson, he was able to fight at the range he liked all fight. And both of them had trouble really getting on the inside. McCumbee had a lot of trouble. He had a cut and Pacheco kept tagging it. And he couldn't really find a way to crack the code and close the distance. Steven Nelson was more irky-jerky, and he was willing to go backwards, and he was able to close the distance, but he didn't really have the power to change Pacheco's game plan. This guy Sajo, it looked like he was just having his hands in his pockets, and it was just going to be a boring one-sided fight for like the first 6 rounds. But he had a clear game plan, and he knew how to fight as the shorter fighter, being only 5'8". So he was slipping stuff, getting on the inside, having little uncanny timing to throw big hooks. And he caught Pacheco a few times. He knocked him down in the 8th round. Pacheco was hurt. And the fight got interesting. You know, I was enjoying it at that point, and I don't think that's what Pacheco's team was really going for. But I saw some weaknesses. I saw some weaknesses that could be exposed by Hamza Hearns. You know, we seen what he did to Berlanga, throwing those quick combos to get knockdowns. And I don't know. I know that David Benavidez knows a lot of the little foot tricks and ways to get angles so that he can land shots on the inside.
Pacheco does it.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of seeing what I see as you look better when you were fighting, when you were training under Jose Benavidez, you know?
Yeah. And he got hit and stunned for the first time, and then you're still a young guy. You got to figure that out. And the guy's throwing haymakers at you the whole time. Caught you. The crowd went wild. Now it's like, okay, let me figure this out. And he just had no inside game plan. All he was doing was just hugging. You got in here, let me hug you. Let me hug you.
And that ain't it.
That ain't it. I have almost every top fighter in 168 beating Pacheco. I got Jamal Charlo beating Pacheco. I got
Berlanga.
That'd be a fun fight, but I'm going with Berlanga.
Oh,
bold prediction if they fight. I got Berlanga. How about that? Anybody want to place a bet? Thought not.
Whoa.
Hell. I definitely see Christian and Billy whipping him. Definitely see Virgil Ortiz whipping him. Definitely see
Virgil.
Yeah.
Virgil going up?
I can see him doing that. Because they already had words. They had words.
Pacheco and Virgil?
Yeah, I believe they had words. All right, but maybe not. But I can still see Virgil beat him, even if he went up. Still see him beat him. How about that?
I'm sure Virgil would love to make 168.
I think he could do that easy. To be honest,
yeah,
I think Virgil can do that easy.
You know, he don't them weight cuts.
Right.
So in Billy,
but I also see, I definitely see Billy beating him. I see Charlo beating him. I see him Billy beating him. I see Caleb Plant beating him.
Sheesh. I'd like to see a lot of those fights.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
I would definitely like to see Jamel Charlo and him. I think Jamel will wipe his nose. Jaime Munguia beats him.
That's a lot of offense, him and Munguia. But he may be able to jab Munguia better. It may be a tougher fight. With a lot of these fights, we got to see it. Even though I agree kind of with a lot of what your picks, it's just interesting to see when these guys actually get in the ring. I think him versus Hamza, I thought that was 50-50 kind of before last night. Now I think
it's not. Hamza got way more wrinkles for Pacheco to deal with. I think the Jaime Munguia fight, I think Munguia can do what Sajo just did, but even better. I think
because he got the offense
and the arm reach as well.
Yeah, because Munguia, 6'1"?
Right, Munguia's up there.
He ain't 5'8".
Right, exactly. And Munguia can absorb a punch too. He can absorb one. He got dropped by Canelo, got back up, kept fighting. Right, exactly. So I definitely see Munguia beating him. Because I think he's going to land more than Sajo did, and it's going to be pretty much so with a similar punch power.
Okay, so I didn't mean to zoom in. But as a trainer,
yes,
what would you do to improve Pacheco's game and get his bag deeper?
Foot feints. I would also work on an inside game. I'll work on being able to rotate your opponent once you get inside. So if you know you're not comfortable on the inside, you can't show your opponent that you're uncomfortable on the inside. So if you see them at a range to where it's no man's land and you kept backing out and getting caught by an overhand haymaker, well, instead of just backing out, go forward. You might be able to smother that big wide punch that's coming over like that. You go forward, you get on the inside, stay skinny on the inside. You may be able to knock one of his lead guards down, hit him, then rotate him. You got to be able to use your feet to rotate people, especially when you're not comfortable just being on the inside like a James Toney or Bernard Hopkins, where they just stay there and we'll just fight you right here. You're going to have to get your Lomachenko feet up, whereas you're in there, boom, 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 smother them, boom, get out of the spin, boom, 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 hit them out of the spin. Maybe start a retreating jab. when you're getting out instead of just backing straight out like that.
Yeah.
I would also get him on to a little bit of dirty boxing as well. If the ref is on this side, punch him in the hip flexors on this side. If you see you keep getting caught with a strong, let's say right hand, start punching that shoulder. Start punching that right shoulder over there.
Right.
Start punching his jab hands. If you see he's setting it up with the jab, start punching his jab shoulder a little bit more. Punch him in the top of the quad sometimes. Because he's short, you can use that just as an excuse. Ref on this side, he go to dipping down. Punch him in his quad and make it seem like you were trying to hit him in his chin or his chest or something like that. And
Right.
you got to get a little dirty with it, but at the same time, not dirty as a fact in the manner of you can only cheat to win, but
Yeah,
just
not cheating,
to
but
show a complete dominance of your opponent. Oh, okay, you want to do this? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take this away by doing this. Boom. Now I'm going to get back doing what I do great. Oh, you want to
yeah,
do that?
slow,
Well, I'm going to
slow
take
him
that out of there
down.
too.
Like, don't
You
let
got to
him
slow him
keep
down.
charging like a bull. Just slow him down.
Exactly. His
He could,
only
he,
method when he got in close was just to try to smother him, and he had nothing else to do. He would try to smother him and walk him into the ropes
then he just
until the ref
alternate
said break.
sides.
Right, exactly. Nah, if you're going to lock him up, be able to lock him up, but then get control of the back of his arm, spin him around, hit him with something.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
He need to watch some Sebastian Fundora fights, especially the
exactly.
recent ones. Like, see how as a taller man, you just manipulate, you pose. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can. Fundora is nice on the inside. He be throwing elbows and just frames his opponent to get in position. It's not always just shoot straight back. I understand. Abuse your height. That's boxing. That is
Mm-hmm.
boxing 101. If you're taller, you got 6-8 inches on your opponent. Abuse your height with the 1-2. I get it, but as he steps up in competition, like when you fight Hamza, you won't have a height advantage.
You won't.
So don't get smoked. You know what I mean? Walking into a trap, you stepping on landmines and stuff.
Who got faster hands, Hamza or Pacheco?
What I seen from Hamza.
I do too. I think Hamza.
Yeah, because
Who
even
got better
like
feet?
that, Hamza.
Hamza.
Yeah, Pacheco has some room to grow, but I'm not riding Pacheco out. I'm not riding Pacheco out. I think it could have been a bad night at the office. It was a homecoming fight. Maybe he wasn't locked in, and then he's not training with Jose Benavidez either. I think was that his dad who was training him. It just had a different feel. His fight had a different feel.
It did.
You know, especially compared to like his last two.
I will give Pacheco this credit here. He didn't fold. He kept
No.
fighting. And towards, I want to say, the last few rounds, he was like, hey, I got to put a little bit more of an imprint on this fight, start throwing his punches a little bit more. And he caught Sajo. Hurt him a little bit. Couldn't get him out of there. Couldn't get him down or nothing like
Yeah,
that.
he did hurt him.
But by the fact that he was like, hey, you know what? Forget it. I'm throwing. You know, remember I'm throwing, player. And then call him. Bing! I got it. Oh. So I got to give him credit on like the grit part of it. He had to find a grit. Then he had to put a little water on it. So it became grits. And you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. He ate in the 11th and 12th rounds. And that kind of gave him a good little nod to win that fight, man. So I give you that, Pacheco. But other than that little grit against that little guy, I might have to write you off.
Yeah, but maybe this is his fight that teaches him, and then he gets better and he knows what to work on from here.
Hopefully.
So, hopefully,
Yes.
I'm excited to see Pacheco. We will be watching. But big fight Friday. I know we're almost out of time. Almighty, you got any bold predictions for Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua live on Netflix this Friday?
Yes. Bold prediction. My bold prediction is Jake Paul gets knocked out first round.
First round?
First round. Ngannou style. The same way AJ did Ngannou.
I think Ngannou was second round.
Yeah, but he's going to knock him out the same way, though. Like in a very
Dang.
confident 1-2 straight down the pipe, zip, get him out of there.
Yeah, you think Jake is liable to get caught with a 1-2?
Yes.
That's his.
Yes.
He defending those.
Yes, I think he gets hurt with the 1-2, and I think he gets taken out with an explosive uppercut via AJ versus Klitschko style. When he took Klitschko's head completely off his neck and placed it over there in the third row and let everyone sign off on it. They passed the head around. There you go. You saw Klitschko was a great. He's now going to be retiring. Sign his head, and you can pass it back. You know what I'm saying? So I think the 1-2 is going to hurt him early, and then Jake is going to try to clinch, and he might not be the greatest at clinching yet. And
he don't know
he
how
goes
to
for
do
the
that.
clinch, it's going to be right in there. He's going to go for the clinch, and it's going to be that, just like that.
Anytime your bottom row touches your top row, it ain't good.
In an unfavorable manner.
What sound does it make? What sound does it make?
Look at the mic close to it. You hear that sound, boy? It's like bad news.
It's night after that. Sheesh.
It's
Man,
night.
well, your
So what's your
prediction
bold
kind of
prediction?
lines up with my prediction because my bold prediction is that this will be Jake Paul's last fight.
Wow.
I
So
think-
he's going
I
to
think-
strictly be a promoter after this.
Hey, I don't think he's gonna have a choice. I think that this is one of those fights that it's not gonna be funny when it's over. Like, you know, sometimes when it's like, oh, so and so got knocked out, but they'll live to fight another day. I think it's gonna be one of those sad knockouts where it's like, medic, you know, stretcher.
He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up.
Yeah, he's not getting up.
He's not getting up, Jim.
He's not even good to do the and winner by knockout. Anthony Joshua. Like he's not even good to do that.
Wow.
Like it's like concern in the arena, and then he just goes full-time promoter. He's like, yeah, I got my bag. I made enough. How many millions do you need? Americans, people around the world, how many millions do you need to be happy? Like if he's making all this money, he sees the end in sight. And it's like, Lane, let me just get paid and get out of here. Like he's not trying to be undisputed champion. He's trying to run the bag up, promote women's boxing. He get enough attention. If we know him about Jake Paul his whole life, he can continue to be in the limelight and promote without him being an active boxer. And
Correct.
Anthony Joshua is no slouch. Like I don't think people really understand what's happening. Like Anthony Joshua, I'm predicting he's gonna knock him Spock out.
Right.
Give him a proper beating. Like it's gonna be bad. AJ ain't playing. He boxed Usyk for 24 rounds. You think he can't crack the code on Jake Paul within 30 seconds?
That's what Usyk said.
Yeah.
Usyk said that. He's like, y'all sleeping on AJ. It was like, this is two totally different levels of boxers right here. Yeah, sleeping on it.
Anthony Joshua made the weight already. And he's never been fat, even on his. No, he's always around. And for a y'all don't understand. A heavyweight with abs is somebody you do not want to mess with. A heavyweight with abs? Are you kidding me?
And not a little heavyweight, like a big heavyweight who could be in the
6'5",
super
6'6".
heavyweight category. If they had a super heavyweight category, he would
big
be in
enough to
there.
play any sport.
And got abs.
He could be Aaron Judge. He could be Myles Garrett. He could be LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick a sport, bro. This ain't gonna be good. Who has Jake fought that has anywhere near the power of AJ?
No one.
I can't even put somebody like.
I
Like
can't even
even
say the
on the
retired
same-
Mike Tyson either. I know people
Yeah.
who Mike Tyson. No, not the 60-year-old Mike Tyson.
No, not AJ. Like he's gonna get some crazy. He throw an uppercut. Good night. He throw one to the stomach, two to the head, like he did against Hellenius. I could see Jake going into retirement, bro.
Yeah, and Jake already beat up. He got black eyes,
Broken
crooked noses, and all kinds of stuff going on. Just trying to get ready for AJ.
Like, dang, everybody landed on you. Lawrence Okoye, Frank Sanchez.
Like,
I ain't hear no
damn.
damn from Jared Anderson yet.
I haven't either.
But I know he there.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned. This is one of those, like, it's not like, oh, I can't wait to tune in. I feel like it's gonna be a little sad and a little scary.
Yeah, because AJ's right hand is sneaky. It got sneaky speed on it, and it comes out with laser trajectory, zip zip, and then all of a sudden you look like Robert Hellenius. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a difference between the right hand coming from here and then it coming from here.
Right, it is. It is.
You ain't rehearsed this.
Mm-mm.
Even the guys you brought in, who as tall as AJ,
They ain't up there.
And they not cracking like that. You know, and definitely with no headgear and bright lights, crowd full. I don't know. I think he could just be kind of. I don't want to use the words that'll get the video blocked, but he could just be a kamikaze pilot a bit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
Don't care about anything.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's like, hey, I'm doing this for my religion, and I got to be the sacrificial lamb. So he's going to be the sacrificial lamb for MVP promotions. Let me just get out here so I can get all y'all paid, but I'm gonna do this. He going up on the cross for MVP promotions right now. Like, goodness gracious, boy, you biting off a lot.
I wouldn't be surprised if the fight got canceled before Friday. Just something medical. They said I couldn't get cleared. The fight canceled. I got a black eye.
If he lasts more than 5 rounds, he got a lot of respect for me.
If it lasts more than 5 rounds, he's actually cold.
Yeah.
You got to think
about Jake's amateur career has been professional athletes, elite professional athletes. Most people don't start off their amateurs by putting them in with an elite professional athlete, even if they just retired or not. You see what I mean? Like, if you on your 5th fight, Juice, as an amateur, I'm not putting you in with a retired Anderson Silva. I'm not putting you in with a retired Tyrone Woodley.
I'll let you make your point, but I gotta
just not putting you in with that kind of elite athleticism, and they're in the fight game, been in the fight game, just not doing it. I'm putting you in with somebody like them people over there at I had you at Mayweather's Boxing and Fitness, and you were sparring with someone. I'm gonna put you in with those guys first. What you got?
But Jake Paul did fight at least 2 of those guys, because I saw on Jake's box rec, 2 of those guys. Their last fight was against Jake Paul, and they ended up fighting one opponent in common who had a terrible record, Andre August, and then it was like Jose Borland. Their last fight was against Jake Paul, and it's like, I think you guys farm bred these fighters from scratch so they could be a sacrificial lamb for Jake to beat in the pros. Because both of those were viral knockouts for Jake. August and that's the guy, the light heavyweight / cruiserweight they brought up, and he knocked him out in the first round, and then he did the little bye-bye.
That's 2 fighters.
No, I'm just saying. Well, you just you were saying all these great athletes.
If I'm bringing you through your amateur career, I'm not matching you up with no elite athletes on your first few.
His resume ain't perfect. His resume.
Oh no, his resume
I just wanted to
perfect.
bring that up because look it up. 2 of the fighters that he fought, their last fight was against Jake Paul, and their record just looks like it was tailor made to boost Jake up. That's all I'm saying. I just looked through what the evidence that's out there.
I'm looking at like the size of cojones, pause. I'm just saying, like, even if it's the first 10 fights, I'm not putting you in with an elite athlete in your first 10 amateur fights. Just not doing it. Most amateurs aren't doing that, period. I guarantee you Abdullah Mason wasn't fighting against someone or an elite athlete on his 8th amateur fight.
Nope.
Lomachenko wasn't doing that. He had 350 amateur fights or something like that, some extreme like that. So it just goes to show, like, if I brought Tyrone Woodley in for some people who I'm training, all right, then that's your first fight going to be against him. What? Uncalled for. Jake flattened him.
Yeah.
Flattened him. Even, let's say, Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson was an elite athlete in both basketball and football.
True.
So just being in a certain kind of shape.
Elite athlete, period.
Exactly. Being in a certain kind of shape, having a certain kind of athleticism, coordination, hand-eye coordination, foot coordination, things like that is going to give the average first-time boxers some problems just because they're an elite athlete already. Had Nate Robinson.
Heels touching.
He had him laying down on his stomach, head this way, feet this way.
I know his family was like, ain't no more boxing, bro. You're not doing no more boxing.
Now, were they, like, was he a boxer? No, but he's an elite athlete. Tyron Woodley was a fighter who just retired from the UFC. Anderson Silva, one of the best all times. You know what I mean? So it's like, did he lose to Tommy Fury? Yeah. But he got in there. Got in there. So I'm going to give him his credit for that. We'll see what that counts for
on Friday.
I'm going to give him his credit for that. A lot of folks like to poop on
Friday.
Yeah. But just for the fact that he didn't have a real amateur career like that, and this who he's fighting for his first few fights, I salute you, Jake. I hear you. And he training hard. He been training full time for the last few years. Training with professional athletes, training with professional.
I think this fight is a mistake.
All of that.
I think this fight is the mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a really bad move.
Man, we had 110
you gonna make
already?
some money. Yeah, you gonna make some money and promote, but man, that's it. The hour be flying, man.
Be flying by.
Man, great show today.
Great show.
Yeah. You know we gonna come every week, Sunday service, live 11-ish.
Yep.
But we try to get to 11. You know, sometimes you got to do a business transaction and you know, complete the task before proceeding.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes. Sometimes you got to go back once you finish the show.
Yep. Finish the job.
Right. But yeah, great show. Anything else you wanted to talk about right quick? Are you good? Cool. Well, I appreciate y'all coming in to the show and partying with us like y'all do. I'm your man, AWLMIT. We got Juice God over here together. We are Fight Party KO. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to you, 3Bays. Shout out to you, Beezy. Shout out to you with these crispy parts over here. And that is all we got. So we are signing out. Big dog.